So big and so strong. Come a little bit closer. I'm alone. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say, where's Dashy? Well, and why haven't you been here for a while? Chavez, I've missed my daily updates. Apologies about that. I've been doing a couple of things, like hanging out with tax trades, don't want to name drop there. Decon was a blast. I don't want to go to, I might have my own special stream with a lot of people that were there and do like a recap, because that was incredibly special. One of the best official VeVe events that have happened for the in a long time. And I love Comic-Cons. I love all those things, but this was just so amazing. And again, I'll go over that at some point, but let's see what we have here. First, before we get into everything, what is decentralized science, aka DeSci? Decentralized science is a movement to build, or it's aiming to build public infrastructure for scientific research using Web3 technologies. Compared to TradeSci, DeSci allows for more funding sources, censorship-free collaboration, and open access to research data. By leveraging blockchain technology, DeSci has the potential to make science more decentralized, transparent, and accessible. One of the big companies that's doing this is Mudo Health. They sponsor the channel. Shout out to them. And I had done their DNA test. You download the app, you go and you order a test, you give that Hakua and spit on that thing, and then you send it in, they get your DNA, and then they give you a step-by-step guide on what to do, how healthy you are, what you're, what's that called? What you're susceptible to. And then they go and they have a whole bunch of stuff in there as well. If you want to go and get into that, what's that called? The pre-sale, you can do so, but my referral code is not available. So I will get that to you maybe towards the end of the, I'll get that towards you towards the end of the stream. Anywho, I had a wild time. So I was in Vegas for a while. If you notice, I'm not back in Ohio, I'm not back in New York. Where am I? I'm actually in Colombia, doing a lot of fun things and maybe a little bit of funding. Anywho, we'll get to that. But anyway, shout out to Mudo Health and their DNA token, which will launch soon. Anyway, speaking of tokens, shall we go over the OMI? Right. Let's go to CoinGecko. I guess I don't have to go to CoinMarketCap.com. I don't have to go to CoinGecko anymore. It could just be CoinMarketCap as well, because of this new, I don't want to say listing. Let's see what Foster has to say. Let's see what everyone's saying these past. And be advised, there was a couple of people that were just like, why does the community have to say this? Why doesn't the Ecomi team say it? Why doesn't Foster say it? I thought he was the communications manager. Guys, be advised, there's a lot of reasons why this, and I'll go over that. I was talking about flow yesterday, and I want to bring that up. I promise this all fits. I'm not just ADDing here, although maybe a little bit of that. So yesterday, how much I was in you for? Sorry. I say, nice to see Flow blockchain back in the top 100. Flow will do great things as the NFT and digital collectibles bull market comes back. I wonder what place OMI will take in the top 100. And then you have somebody that says, OMI, the total quantity of the token is still 750 billion on CoinGecko. Can we get an update, please? And Foster says, the max supply of the token is 750 billion, which is how many tokens were minted at the genesis of the project. The total supply is 310 billion, which is how many tokens can ever enter circulating supply. 270 billion is the current circulating supply. All figures are correct. And when he did this, I don't believe they're including that 5.5 billion that they did promise to burn. It's been a while since they did that, since they promised that. Clearly there's other stuff that are prioritized, like getting out VeVe Comics, getting out StackerWorld, getting out a bunch of these things takes a little bit more precedence than burning tokens that aren't being used anyway. So that's why they did that. And then Flow was up to like 72 cents. It was up to like 76, went back down a little bit, but that was just nice. So somebody mentioned in a group chat, like, hey, did anybody notice OMI just went from rank 3,300 to 500 on CoinMarketCap? Anybody have any idea how any of this is possible? And then somebody mentioned that they likely changed the circulating supply on the website. And Ecomi's first tweet of the day was not about that. It was about StackerWorld. saying our friends StackerWorld are integrating several OMI features and utilities into their marketplace and have provided a roadmap giving us a sneak peek of what's to come on their platform. More to follow as more features are made available. And that was as of a couple days ago. They just re-quoted what they had. A lot of people have talked about that already. I don't think I'll go over that here. But if anyone wants to go and search that, I'm sure it is. There are other people making content. Are they me? No. Are they better at certain things? Yes. But either way, so that information is out there. So Coinbase App Store Global Rank 75. MicroStrategy acquired 51,780 Bitcoin for 4.6 billion at 88,627 Bitcoin. They did this the other day, like 2 weeks ago. They purchased like another 2,000 Bitcoin at like $70-something. They have like the most Bitcoin of any institution right now. Goldman Reddy's plans to spin out its digital asset platform, and BlackRock Bitcoin options ETF IBIT to list as soon as tomorrow. Again, MicroStrategy acquired 51,000. Yep, I did that. Has achieved a Bitcoin yield of 20.4% quarter to date and a 41.8% year to date. Jesus, man. As of 17 November 2024, we hodl 331,200 Bitcoin, acquired for $16 billion at an average price of $49,874. $MSTR for MicroStrategy. Y'all had MicroStrategy at like the beginning of the year. It's done like a 6x, which is heckin' nuts. Bitcoin's volume dominance relative to the top 50 altcoins by market cap has dropped to its lowest level since 2022, hitting 41% last week. And Binance introduces BFUSD, a yield-bearing stablecoin offering 19.55% APY, which can also be used as collateral. Can't go over that. Blackpink blockchain saying, hey, I'm working on a ton of Fishmas fun, but if I'm quiet, it's because I'm coding tons of stuff and working on models. Going to probably get serious about promotions after the holiday. It'll be early to mid-December, 7 to 10 days-ish in duration. Might end on Christmas. It might end on Festivus, which would be, I would love to hear Blackpink blockchain's Festivus grievances. He says, just FYI. In the airport today, a drug doggo found something on a woman, and the policia there is like, hey, what are you doing? And she's like, oh God. And they took her away. I never saw her again. It was wild. Woo. Anyway, Smith, character. Oh, happy birthday to Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse celebrates his 96th birthday today, almost being 100. Can't go over that. Okay. Ecomi. They finally tweet out hours after everyone saying the Ecomi team has successfully verified the OMI token on the world's biggest cryptocurrency tracker, CoinMarketCap. This will ensure accurate and up-to-date token reporting for users, as well as improve the recognition, ranking, and visibility of the token across the space. Why wasn't this done before? Why did it take so long for them to announce it as opposed to the community? A couple of reasons. Well, as I've worked for a couple of meme coins before, CoinMarketCap, in my past working experience, at least the people that I had to help deal with, would answer every couple of days. And there's other things that I really shouldn't go into, but they're very hard to work and communicate with. I'm surprised anyone gets anything done. And again, that was my experience for a couple of different operations, for lack of a better word. And also typically whenever they do make a big change like that, you do have to wait like 24 hours before it's like officially confirmed. But as the community, again, had a couple of DMs, and then obviously the big post that got a lot of traction. They decided to do it then because it again, typically for CoinMarketCap, if any change like that is made, it does usually take that what's that called? That 24-hour period. So I'm sure that's why Ecomi didn't say anything. They wanted to let it become official first. But who knows? We'll see. I don't know if they'll ever even say, but again, that's just my assumption. Why haven't they done this before? Again, it's hard. It's hard for them to go and do, just because again, communication is hard. There was something else I was going to go over about that. I forget what it was. I'm sorry. I've had very little sleep over the last. What did I get to Vegas on Thursday? I got to Colombia last night, but then barely got to bed at like 7 this morning, and then been traveling. All right, so sorry for any that's going on. Who told you? And VeVe Viral goes and posts, and that supply will only get smaller with time. And Ecomi given that response. Who told you? Vitamin group. All right, I guess jobless. Let's go over the token here. Oh, I guess that's another thing I wanted to go over. All right, Chavez, this is happening. They did that. Does it affect my bag? Why is OMI token down 2% on the day after all these credits? Has a roadmap. You have the announcement from the Ecomi team. Why is it number 593? Why is it down 2%? Why is everything running with? So as for exchanges, when exchanges, be advised that because CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap were different, there are certain exchanges, again, coming from my experience in meme tokens and working with those, certain exchanges won't list unless those two places are uniform. You can't have a circulating supply and a total supply be different on CoinMarketCap than it is on CoinGecko. Does this mean that now that this happens on OMI gets exchanges? I think it's a little more complicated than that. So I don't know. I would like to say before the end of this bull market, let's say blow off top for Bitcoin is, I don't know, Q2 of next year. And then you have alt season, and then you have, the NFTs. Say we get a few more exchanges. Now that it's uniform, it seems that might be one of the things that they might have needed to check off. Again, that was the story when I worked for some meme tokens. This, I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to do it. Maybe it had nothing to do with exchanges. But then also, okay, Chavez, why is the token down? Again, you have to hit that narrative. You have to go. I mean, you have Definity markets, which make a ton of money every month. I can't say exactly which figures, but they net well in the six figures. Like they net well into the six figures, and they're like a less than a $7 million market cap. We know how much VeVe grosses. That's high six figures. Sometimes make $1 million a month, give or take, depending on the month. So what they're netting is probably, I don't know, equal to or less than Definity markets. And there's still that big of a difference. So again, you'd need certain things to hit. Trade size been a little kind of a little hot recently. Meme tokens have been hot for like a while. I think out of the top 100 cryptos, there are 10% of those are meme coins. So go figure. When does that hit? Again, Flow was kicked out of the top 100 like 2 weeks ago. They went from they were hovering like 97, 98. I was like, it's probably coming. And they fell to like 106. They were at like 49 cents. They're at however much they were. And then, they're at 70 something cents. So they're back. They were like 92, whatever they are. I wasn't lying when I talked about Flow. Again, in case you missed it, now there's 200 people here. In case you missed it, I said, nice to see Flow blockchain back in the top 100. Flow do great things as NFT and digital collectibles bull market comes back. I wonder what place OMI will take in that top 100. When you have something like that, again, it's in the top 100, and the NFT bull run, I'm not going to say is nowhere near where we are at this point in time, but we haven't seen NFT bull run in a while. Now, I know McDonald's did that collab with Doodle, and Pharrell Williams, who's been famous for like a quarter century now, is doing like another collab with them, and each little bit helps. But yeah, I don't know when that could kick off tomorrow. That could kick off 12 months from now. Because again, typically you have to have the blow off top for Bitcoin, then alts run, and then you have the digital collectibles. How it happened last time, is it a guarantee that happens this time? No. Maybe this time people decide that retail isn't even in for Bitcoin really. So there's a lot of room to grow. And again, when does that happen? I'm guesstimating. I hate that word. I'm guessing it's more of an estimate. So I guess I understand the need for that word. Again, Q2, which I think is also when we have certain things go and start moving with VeVe. So here's what I mean. We had an affiliates lead and a communications lead on VeVe job listings 2 weeks ago. I did a whole entire video on that. Went over nuts and bolts, A to Z, went through everything from Abra to Zubat. That is a core memory that just unlocked there. Comment down below if you get that reference. And when I decided to go and make a video on that, I had said that, hey, it would be a superb idea if you were to hire a head of communications and community before you hire the communications lead. This way, the head of communications community can be involved in that hiring process. They didn't seem to do that. But now if you go and you take a look at their job listings over on, was that like Bamboo? I don't even know where it said it. The current openings, the head of communications community, that's still available. Communications lead is not. The affiliates lead is not. Head of growth of marketing is also not on there. So maybe they had the head of growth of marketing and then they got the affiliates lead. But again, to get the communications lead before the head of communications, I think was probably a mistake. But if they just found like, hey, you know what, you're good. Anyone can see that. Am I SpongeBob talking to Patrick through bubbles? Of course you are, Patrick. Anyone with eyes can see that. Comment down below if you get that reference. I pretty much just explained the reference anyway. The senior graphic designer, I know that's in marketing. It's still there. The senior product designer, which is really more for product, they did add that. That's not really for marketing. And the 3D generalist they added, but again, that's not really for marketing either. That's more for production. So for marketing, you have the head of communications community, senior graphic designer, and the life cycle lead. So they have been hiring, and let's say it takes the rest of the year to hire the rest of the jobs for marketing, and they crush it in Q1, right? They say like, okay, we're building this affiliate marketing program. We're building all of these things. And then they start rolling out in Q2. I know a couple of I'll say this. I know at least one person with tens of millions of followers and subscribers across all socials, but tens of millions, that this is what they've been waiting for. They have a large audience and they don't work for free. And even though they by themselves could have immediately pumped the token, could have immediately pumped their collectibles, they didn't, because you're only dipping once. When you go and you say, oh, there's a affiliate marketing campaign that they're rolling out, where not only am I going to pump the token, I'm going to pump the digital collectibles, but I also get paid on the amount of money that people spend, at least in the store. Hopefully that's how it works. Then it's worth it. This person will make on the actual, I don't know, it could be millions of dollars that this person's making. Why do it for maybe the invest? This person might make tens of millions because he has more. They have more OMI than I do, so they could do quite a lot. Anyway, let's get into the rest of the news that I missed over the last several days, because I have not been here. I did not stream on Thursday. I definitely streamed Wednesday with the Ecomi. OMI is my homie crowd. Trust wallet. Nope, not to go over that. Okay. Yeah, we dipped down to like 2.0 the other day almost, and then people bought that, and then we had somebody on OKX by like $1.5 million. The volume on OKX was 1.5 million. I think the person spent several $100,000. They pumped it up to 0004. Obviously came back down. So there is a war going on, and the buyers will win at some point. You watch. The real ones, give a Crayola Crayon, staked points. Okay. Mr. MC1 talking about if Disney picks up $10 million worth of OMI, could be worth 50 by the end of the year, or by the end of that week, and 100 million by the end of the year. Agreed. Tokens can do crazy things, and especially if I think the reason Mr. MC1 had said this is because he said this the night before the Disney earnings call came out. He's on a whole bunch of different boards. Like name a board, he's probably on it. He might know somebody that works at Disney or works like saying like, hey, we're looking to go and venture out into other things. And maybe he thought, oh, okay, it could be this, because if you're doing digital collectibles, which again, they've been very, very vocal. Well, I shouldn't say that. They've been very helpful in obviously giving VeVe content, and they've only been a little vocal about their like for digital collectibles and digital assets. This is probably something that I think could wind up happening eventually. I mean, you have Marvel that has a bunch of the collectibles. You have Marvel's got like one of the biggest wallets on VeVe. What do they do with that? I don't know. You know, we'll see. Oh, this is something I thought was interesting as well. Pokemon update, right? Future update plans. To all of you playing the Pokemon trading card game Pocket, this is the Pokemon trading card game Pocket operations team. First off, we'd like to thank you. We'd like to use the opportunity to thank everyone who waited in anticipation of the release, as well as everyone who has given the game a try. Continuing to develop and operate the game so that everyone can enjoy it even more, and we plan to hold a variety of in-game events in Pokemon Trading Card Pocket going forward. Now then, today we would like to announce new content planned to be released in a future major update. To begin with, we plan to add new booster packs by the end of the year. In addition, we're aiming to add a feature that allows certain cards to be traded starting in January 2025, and we're planning to gradually expand the selection of cards that are able to be traded. Can't wait for it. Also, we have other new features in development outside the trade feature introduced here. We're planning to announce more details about the update as the dates for the addition of those features are finalized, so please look forward to it. We hope you continue to enjoy Pokemon, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I got a lot of messages about this asking, hey, is it possible that they're traded on VeVe? I think Pokemon TCG Pocket is something that Pokemon, Game Freak, and Nintendo have like on their own thing, and any potential Pokemon partnership that VeVe might have eventually is probably going to be digital statues. I mean, we have the evolvables thing now, and that is perfect for Pokemon. I had that idea years ago. Maybe Ben saw the video of, hey, maybe if you have how do you get a Charizard? Well, you have to start with Charmander, and then you battle it enough, you get experience, you evolve it into a Charmeleon, and then eventually into a Charizard. And now you have the Mega Stones, gonna be Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y, you know. But how do they do it in Pokemon Pinball? Like Chavez, that's out of left field. No, it's not, because again, these Pokemon evolve. How do you evolve something in Pinball? Well, in Pinball, whether it's evolves by stone, evolves by experience, or evolves by trade, you have to collect 3 of these things. You have to hit your Pokeball into 3 areas in which you get those things. After that, it goes and evolves. The link cables are really wild. But when you do that, I think it would make sense, and that seems to be what they're doing for evolvables. You want the secret rare? Cool. You get the common. You burn it with MCP points. Then you get the uncommon, and then it goes all the way to that secret rare. That is literally perfect. Maybe MCP points could be used to buy experience points, to buy Thunderstones. There's not a lot of Pokemon Thunderstones, like Pikachu and Eevee into Jolteon. I'm sure there's a few more now, but back in the day, you only used a Thunderstone for like so many things. I think those were the only 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But now, you know, you have a lot of Pokemon that can evolve. And again, if you use MCP points, you can use it for link cable. I think that works out perfectly for them. Whether that's something that Pokemon would even know about, you know, we'll see. Keep y'all posted. Oh, forgot about this. Michael S., who's co-founder at DMA Link, Definity Markets, and the Definity token, DEFX, shout out to them for sponsoring the channel. They say, as the unofficial ambassador for Jersey's year-round good weather, photographic proof below, I'm proud to announce that following our recent vast virtual asset service provider registration in Jersey, we're progressing with our expansion to serve several institutional clients in the digital asset space. Today marks a significant milestone with our Chief Risk Officer, Chris Park, presenting on 13 November at the Transforming Finance in the Digital Age event organized by the Digital Jersey and Jersey Finance. The presentation highlights arrival of our digital assets and FX order matching and settlement solution available to a select group of institutional clients in Jersey. As regulatory landscapes for fintech and digital assets evolve, we are committed to maintaining the highest standards of compliance and security. Our expansion in Jersey underscores our dedication to a work within a robust regulated environment, offering innovative solutions while adhering to the regulatory frameworks that are essential for the responsible growth of the industry, and Jersey as a financial hub with the region offering global reach. Thank you to our core team, Anu Chattery, Greg Myers, Michael Inskowski, and Chris Park. We are able to grow the offering significantly over the coming weeks and months. That's special because they are, again, I announced on the channel last week, everybody knew that they were getting into gaming repo, which is take your Bitcoin and you can trade it in for casino gaming chips. Part of the reason I went to Vegas this past week. And when they go and do that, they're going to take a certain percentage off the top. Could be 1%, could be 3%, could be more. I don't know. Minimum trade size is $250,000. That's a lot. So again, I really like the fact that they're able to go and do that. And I announced last week, nobody knew where it was. Nobody knew, is it in, in London where they're based out of? Is it going to be in, Singapore? Is it going to be in America, which would be like the mecca of gambling? And it is going to be in America. I cannot say which state or states, but they are launching that in the next couple of weeks. I don't think I can announce the exact date yet, but they are doing that. And that could be as big, if not bigger, than their onboarding of institutional clients for on and off ramps for digital assets such as crypto. And that company's worth like $7 million right now. And me and my boys have a ton of the supply. Speaking of which, Taps Trade has been very, we talked a lot. He will be making content again at some point. Don't know when. And he'll be making decent investments in a couple of things. I wonder what they are. Official investor. Yep. Stay tuned. Mr. MC1, remember I said he was talking about the Disney, what is that called? Q4 earnings report. Said, congratulations, Disney, on an excellent quarter. Shares soared more than 9% after the company they crushed it. Beat Q4 expectations, with entertainment segment revenue up 14% year over year, driven by a 20% increase in domestic Disney Plus subscriptions. Looking forward, Disney projects high single-digit EPS growth fiscal year 2025, above the previously implied 4% guidance. Company also anticipates approximately $15 billion in operating cash flow, around $8 billion in capital expenditures, and aims for dividend growth in line with earnings. Additionally, Disney set $3 billion target for share buybacks in fiscal year of 2025. Thought that was pretty cool as well. I did not listen to the call. I actually did listen to the call, but before I did, I asked, I don't even know who this is. They were talking about it. I asked, like, hey, did Disney mention NFTs? And the guy in the red, he's just like, no, thank God. So you have a couple of people here that are still very anti-NFT. I don't even know if they know that they already have been making NFTs for like 3 years with VeVe, and they've been crushing it with it. But you still have people that they seem like they're pretty into Disney. I didn't really go over their breakdown. Yeah, if you have 1,500 people listening, you're at the very least entertaining, but you probably have some pretty good idea of what you're talking about. But if these guys go and they don't know, like, it's still like one of the best kept secrets. And again, it's been public for 3 years. Yes, 1,500 is better than the 300 that I have here right now. But you guys are better than them. So, Copeland, Coinbase, no. Pennsylvania House of Reps introduced legislation that would enable the state to hold Bitcoin on its balance sheet as a reserve asset. This reminds me of something that Josh Mandel did when he was Secretary Treasurer for Ohio. He made it so that you could pay your taxes in Bitcoin. And I was like, bro, that is the greatest thing ever. Thank you. Shout out to Josh Mandel. Maybe he can be senator again one day. He ran for senator. He did not win, but he will, I think. I don't know now that, because he was beating JD Vance until Trump backed JD Vance. And then now JD Vance is Trump's running mate. So now when he goes and leaves the Senate, maybe Josh Mandel gets picked. I don't know if that's how it works, but a man can try, right? Startup that only raised, yeah. So Definity, back to that, their startup that only raised about $3 million in the IDO and needed to build to survive without revenue for years. Marketing is expensive. They are saying for Definity marketing, it will come. Manu and Chris are both great speakers and have done a very good job on interviews of explaining the business. You also have the explainer video and the primer article. All of us in here managed to understand the potential, and so am I. Again, shout out to them for sponsoring that channel. Empire, nope, not going over that. I don't know why I screenshot this. Star Wars says The Rebellion Rises and/or Season 2 leads Empire Magazine's Ultimate 2025 preview, including world exclusive looks at Jurassic Park World or Jurassic World Rebirth, Predator, Badlands, Tron, Ares, Daredevil Born Again, Huzzah, Havoc, and much more. On sale 21 November. They have 6.4 million followers over on X. Oh, now I know why. Because VeVe Digital Collectibles says new season of one of our favorite shows, plus an Ultimate 2025 preview. What are you most excited for? They really missed that opportunity to put YU there, but whatever. Maybe we have ties to some of the stuff that's coming out. Maybe Andor Season 2, Jurassic World, Predator Battle, but maybe any of these. I mean, we already have a bunch of this stuff, but maybe we go and get more that's more in line with it. I don't know. A little update from Definity again. This is from a couple days ago. Spoken with the team about some of the concerns over the last day or so. So all know it's necessary to be very careful with any direct buybacks due to securities regulations. Breach. From a regulatory standpoint of view, it's not a good look for buybacks to be the only/primary utility. But I think things will be a bit easier in this regard once we have other utilities live as well. Having said that, I think we can expect some small buybacks in conjunction with gaming repo going live over the next couple of weeks. I'll tell you, it's before. It'll be well before the end of the year. And they may also be able to create some utility for Definity from small cap Maritus businesses very soon. Ho, ho, ho. Remix. Shout out to Savid or VV Gold 1. He kind of like remixed the Marvel logo. It looked really cool. I couldn't get a good screenshot, but again, it looks really cool. Doge and reporting in the government. No, won't go for that. So you have Big Shot says, I'm over the moon with joy to announce our exclusive digital collection of Nounish friends at DesignerCon on VeVe Official. Can't wait to see what they are building. Ben Rose had reposted that as well. I have, oh my God, my back. Yeah, by the way, guys, my back is completely destroyed now. It's gone. I am going to live my life as a person whose back is just destroyed. Anyway, I had no idea what this was. As soon as I saw it, and again, I know how awesome they are now, but when I saw it, I was like, is this like a woke type of thing where like, are they making it woke? Like, what are Nounish friends? Like, is this all right? And then I look into it and it's incredible. I think they had a floor. Oh God, I don't even know if I can find it. I know Dr. Stuff stacked a ton of them, and I think so did Crypto Cosmo. I think there's a lot of people that went in really hard with a couple of those because of how well they did at the on OpenSea. They even now I think it's like 2.5 ETH floor, give or take. So I bought one. Me with my little $20 buy or $12 buy. It was I forget what it was. It was a whale swim shady. I think it was like a shark. They called him Swim Shady. Anyway, that was the Wendy. Oh, hi. But yeah, so I did that. One of the other things that I bought was the Rose. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Rose from Blackpink. I bought her. I didn't buy the gold version of her because that was like, I think it was like $100. I was like, oh, that's a lot. But I bought like the pink version of her. Like you have the normal versions, common to ultra rare, but then you have like the special ones that you need the card to burn. And that one, Nounish is the first one. Nice. Yeah, I bought the Swim Shady. He's the shark with the glasses. He's cool. Damn, Blackpink really down at the bottom here. Because it's under YG Entertainment. That's why. It was the pink Venom statue. It was the actual pink one. Because again, the gold one's just, I don't know. How much are you? Did it even say? Oh my God, it doesn't say. Okay, hang on. Let me go to the market here. And I'll put the Blackpink in there, and we'll see how much she's going for. Oh, why is she at the bottom? This is dumb. There's only 4 of them on the market. Oh, 69. Nice. Probably should buy it, but I won't. Still a lot. The reason I bought it is because she had that new hit song with Bruno Mars called Apatu. And that is amazing. So I was like, you know what? I'm kind of a fan now, so I had to go get it. And I went over the big word. Ben Rose says catching up for coffee and a spot of remote work with this guy. He got the Almo. Thought that was really nice of him. Eleanor Terrett says scoop. 18 U.S. states have filed to sue the SEC and its commissioners, accusing them of unconstitutional overreach and unfair persecution of the crypto industry under the leadership of agency chief Gary Gensler. Oh my God, I cannot wait for this mother flapper to step down or be thrown in jail. One or the other. The lawsuit signed by 18 Republicans Attorney Generals details how the agency has committed gross government overreach with its regulation by enforcement crusade against the $3 trillion industry, resulting in an infringement upon states' rights to regulate their economies or developing. Full route coming soon. Get that bread. Nope, I'm not going over that. You can go back in your. Some people are so crazy. Gary Gensler does release a statement hinting that he might resign as the SEC chair, and everyone was rejoicing. Charlie Fisher had a post saying Venom's Marvel's lethal protector, Venom, one of Spider-Man's most iconic foes, made his first full appearance in the Amazing Spider-Man number 300. The story began to take shape back with Black Suit introduction in Amazing Spider-Man number 252, and his initial emergence in Amazing Spider-Man 299. These issues laid the foundation for the dark and thrilling character we know today, and he has a bunch of them. He's got all of them from 1963, and they're like that. Those are the mint numbers that he has. Mr. MC1 reposted saying, "Incredible collection." So when you impress Mr. MC1 on your Marvel Comics collection, you know you did a good job. Speaking of Marvel Comics collections, Crypto Cosmo bought like 50 MC1s, or like 80 of. He bought a lot of them at one time. Didn't even move the price. And he's just like, these are undervalued. And Mr. MC1's like, yo, brother, welcome to the club. I thought that was fun. Deribit options open interest. Oh God, open interest reaches all-time high amid rising demand for Bitcoin calls. 18 U.S. states have filed. Okay, I already read that. NYSE ARCA files Form 19B-4 to uplist the Bitwise 10 crypto index fund. Nice. And Ilya Lichtenstein, Razzle Khan's husband, sentenced to 5 years for laundering Bitfinex funds. Oh, hey now. Hey now. Manu from the Definity market saying, we've already secured interest from institutional investors, including a top 20 global hedge fund. We'll be announcing this partnership in a press release within the next few weeks. This is one of just several such partnerships in the pipeline. I propose a two-stage approach. One, he has 3 of them here, but anyway, 1, build the institutional base. First, we should focus on expanding our cohort of institutional clients interested in the token. 2, stimulate demand. Before these clients make purchases, we should launch Casino Repo to drive demand and bring the token price to a more reasonable level of around 10 cents. 3, token purchase. Once the price stabilizes, we can encourage institutional investors to purchase the token to benefit from trading discounts. So what is it at now? Let's take a look. I think Definity is at like 4 cents, and maybe even like 3.5. Let's take a look. So to make the math easy, it's a little under 3.5. So if we round it down to 3.3 cents, and Mano says he wants to get to 10 cents. Well, that's a 3x right there. And again, that is the type of stuff that could happen very quickly. And then once that happens, and then you have before these big institutional clients make these purchases, launching Casino Repo. And institutional clients are an interesting thing. I think Robinhood defines an institutional client as anyone that's trading with like $10 million or more, which a lot of people have. But Definity Markets only defines an institutional client as somebody that has, I think, 2 billion in assets under management or more. It might be 10 billion in assets under management, but either way, very, very bullish for the people that they're working with. Right, meow. Pierce Gallagher is SEC chair candidates. Not bad. There was a fight in the airport the other day. I can't even remember which one. I thought that was cool. Walgreens fuel bar. Okay, no. I thinking David Yu on the plane, having the "We Want You." I love all his memes. Guy named Ryan S. collects Saying Candy's marketplace now features innovative paired physical digital collectibles. This new prototype required a fresh approach to integrate shipping for physical items and clearly indicate which products include them. Additionally, we need a way to identify claimed physical items to secondary markets. To tackle these challenges, I designed intuitive icons to show if a physical item is claimable or already claimed and added them as badges on drop pages. This is something that they were doing for DC, NFT, digital and physical. So I like that other people, oh my God, he bought 125 of those. Damn. Anyway, I I thought it was like 50. Anyway, the fact that a lot of other platforms are also getting into the digital stuff makes me think that, okay, VeVe, they did it first, they did it right. And then Andrew Ward saying, a bittersweet message to DC and BatCal community. For the past 3 years, I've had the incredible privilege of working for DC community here at Candy, watching it grow and building memorable experiences with all of you. There's so much more to come from the Candy and DC teams, but after tomorrow, I'll be stepping into a new chapter and joining the community as a fan alongside you. This has been the best job of my career, and I owe that entirely all to you. Thank you for all the great memories. Can't wait to continue the journey with you. To me, it doesn't really sound like there's any bad blood. It just sounds like maybe they couldn't afford this position anymore, or they found someone better for cheaper, which I don't know how they can judge that. But Commons Crypto saying you'll be missed. Thank you for everything you've done for this community. So BatCal community is still out there. Wish them all the best. Streaming, beautiful. Elon Musk quoted something about a beautiful movie, and then David Yu had retweeted, "Beautiful, it is," like he's Yoda. I love it when David Yu retweets Elon Musk stuff. I think that's really cool. Shout out, dude. Look at some of this stuff. Shout out to the 367 of y'all that are here. Robert Geach says, curious, Disney has never done an unannounced burn with VeVe. How did one of these high collectibles from the Moana drop get burned? The hui, I don't even know what to call it. The little rooster thing from Moana. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. If anyone can comment down below, that would be great. When Elon Musk quoted about beautiful movies, talking about Your Name from 2016, it's just anime stuff. Anytime I mention anime, or I think anime, someone mentions it, I think back to the KFC article that we had with digital fig pins, and they said that fig pins are one of the ways that we can do anime, music, manga, etc. And I don't know what they do. I don't know where, but I cannot heckin' wait. David reposting that, I don't think is a coincidence. I feel like Gary Oldman talking to what's his name. It's like, you're a detective now. You're not allowed to believe in coincidences. Oh my God, Mark. Foster. I love these guys. I love my friends so much. Anyway, Andre Edson Hertz Christ, is that his name? More liquidity for OMI. Yeah, I'm crazy. Fill my bags. He likes it when the token goes down so he can go on and buy more. Same, fam. Same. This is nuts. The National Institute of Health spent $3 million to watch hamsters fight on steroids. This is why the Department of Government Efficiency exists, because of stuff like this. Shout out to his dad. That's going to be a consultant on that. Ron Paul. Freaking love that man. Oh, yeah. This is the view from one of the rooms that I was staying at in Vegas. I thought that was pretty sweet. Oh, and also, on the plane ride there, my Charizard grew to level 69. I'm going to comment nice down below with 69. I was on my way to fight Mewtwo, and I landed a super effective thing on a Parasect. Oh, yeah, there he is. And then I caught him. I didn't catch him in a Pokeball because, I just threw the Master Ball at him, Anyway. I've been going for 45 minutes here. I should really answer the comments. But first, Dr. Prophet says, finally sending and bridging from our Stacker Ethereum works again. We're back. Our Ethereum wallet functionality, sending and bridging, has been fully restored and is operating normally. Thank you for your patience while the payment master disruption, blah, 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 blah. They also say that public beta progressing with OMI to NFT trading, self-custody wallet, and sponsored gas fees live. Roadmap reveals upcoming fiat on-ramp, social logins, collection offers, and standalone. Dude, collection offers are so freaking huge. there's been a bunch of people like, how can I sell my collection? And now they'll be able to at a discount. It's, oh my God, I can't wait. The amount of OMI burn is going to be great. The amount of other, shout out to Jim Lingo. 3 years he's been on here. And I have, that was literally only Thursday. I have so much other stuff to cover, but I've already been talking 45 minutes. I'll try to go live again tomorrow. But again, when you're in Colombia, you got to have a little fun. So I'll do that another time. Bill Gardner saying, first like, boy, yes, and I need to get some water, but maybe in a bit. VeVe Ben, thank you so much for being a member. Saying, ha ha ha, I'll take second then. Vills with the third comment. Ooh, where'd it go here? Oh God. Zafacers is fourth. Gary O, CoinMarketCap, Omi, let's go. Let's heck and go. Let's get this bread. Lucas says, woo, Omi. Gotta love it. What's up? Lucas, did you change your profile picture? You look different. When you guys change it, it doesn't like upset me. It's like, now I have to get used to another profile picture. So here for spa pics. Okay, so I did not go to a spa with Taps. We were supposed to have a spa day at Decon like 2 years ago. It just wound up being so crazy. We didn't. But it was a really, really good crew. It was an amazing crew the entire time. I have some of the most fun that I have in life with the VeVe peeps. It's just a bunch of dynamic personalities. Everyone's so wild and awesome and crazy, and I love them all. Maybe sometimes get a little too wild, but yeah, me and Taps did not have a spa day. We, I will, I don't kiss and tell. So Taps, we're saying good evening. What's up, Omar? Mark was glad to see you, but oh, what's up, Mark? Yeah, dude, I have some wild stories, and maybe one day I'll be able to tell one of them. Truck and Hank said, let's go. Coming continues to move in the right direction. I agree. They do. People are saying, Colombia, make sure you grab some Chivor emeralds while you're there. I think it's COLOMBIA, but yes, I am there. Mika says, yo, Randy. Hey, Mika, you're not Tesla, are you? There was this one girl I actually met once. She gave me a shirt. Her name at the time was Mika Kitty because she had a kitty and its name was Mika. Anyway, I saw her in New York City once, like, oh my God, like, I love you. I want to get your shirt. And she gave me what I thought was a medium at the time. It might have been a small, but and I was like 160 something pounds. So I wasn't like I am now. And I wore it and it was great. It looked like you're wearing like your little brother's shirt, you know. You're not her, are you? Dog Boy says, bought 1 million OMI today, like I promised Taps. By the way, best surprise ever. Dude, I struggled to keep that in for a while. I wanted to make it seem like nobody knew. But then Sparky was all like, yo, you guys are gonna flip. You guys are gonna be shook. I was like, but now other people know that you know, and the other people were salty that you knew and they didn't. And I was like, oh man, I had some angry peeps that day. Anyway, sister. Inside joke. Elder Darrow says, Omi has been a bit embarrassing lately. I mean, the performance is not what most people would like to see, so I understand that, but that's a lot of tokens right now. 1 million Omi, yeah. And Taps is going to be doing a lot of buying as well. Mod Shoutery, and when Binance exchange, I'm guessing you mean Omi. Listen, obviously any exchange is better than no exchange, but dude, Binance, like, I don't even know if I could say that word, so I won't. They like assault the people that want to get listed on there. Like, yeah, we'll list you. Just give us like 10 to 15% of your token. Like, what? That I would not be mad at VeVe and Ecomi if they just never launched on Binance, because like, how do you do that? Like, how do you do that to feel like that is going to stop at some point? So I'd rather them honestly not even go on Binance. Watch that be the one that they get. Like, I'd be like, all right, well, I'll take it. Because again, like, having so much of that supply and just, you know, don't really like that. But whatever ones, ideally, I think you would want to build slowly, get KuCoin, get Kraken, get I guess Robinhood could be cool. What's the other American one? Crypto.com, and then Coinbase. Again, you want something American, and whenever there's volume, it's always on OKX because OKX is actually it's a top 20 exchange. So again, whenever there is volume, it is on there. So obviously there is liquidity on certain exchanges. But yeah, you need it for America. But those things I think would be pretty cool. I don't know if you want to just start with the big guns right away and get Binance or Coinbase. I would start the other way, but that's they're obviously a bit more in tune with this than I am. So whatever they decide, I'm sure it's the right thing. Connor, say hi. Yeah, Connor. Yeah. Why are you not talking about OMI token? Well, again, you don't really want to go and talk about something that's not ready yet. Their stuff just isn't ready yet. And again, VeVe is more focused just on the VeVe drops, and Ecomi, which they tweeted a couple times about OMI today. They're the ones that own the Ecomi token. So again, just two separate companies, even though the token does power both. Even Mariano Lopez says $8 million market cap is nothing. Let's go. Agreed 100,000%. So if an $80 million market cap is nothing, like OMI has, then you have Definity token, which is like a $7 million market cap. Yeah. Steve Mrs. Pump my bags, please. I mean, I can't do that. I guess I probably could if I really wanted to, but am I Selena Gomez? Because you gotta let things happen naturally. Crazy Dan 420, thank you for being a member. Says, hey Randy, be careful and watch out for girls who will drug you with scopolamine and rob you. I'm pretty good about. Well, I should not say that. I'm actually not. But I've been roofied once, and I have been drugged another time with, not with Rufalin, but with something else. The first time was in Atlantic City, and I wake up in a Wawa parking lot, thrown up, and I was like, and my boy Joyce was with me. Well, there's a couple people with me, but he was there. I was like, what's going on? He's like, the last time, Chavez, you got roofied and you wanted nuggets. So we brought you here, and now you're just throwing up in the parking lot. I was like, oh, what? And then the other time, I can't even go over it. It was a girl that did it, but it wasn't for anything nefarious. For drugging someone's kind of nefarious. It's a long story. Anyway, no, I'm now that I've had experience, pretty good with it. But I mean, I'm at a touristy, safe area, so we good. And then I know, well, we know people. It's fine. VP Zombie says, "Yo, what up, Zombie?" Mariano Lopez is 100 meme coins without the utility. Without utility, their market cap is much more than 80. Future looks brilliant. Agreed 100%. That is a great take, Mariano. Game plans takes 3 years. Update OMI supply info. Again, other stuff had to be prioritized first. This type of thing is looking like it would be just the next thing that they got to do. At least 3. Mr. MC1, hi Randy. What up, Mr. MC1? I wish you could have been in Vegas because it was awesome. Yes. Wendy has stormy eyes. They remember. Wendy's trying to get me to fall in love with a Colombian girl. I was like, no, Wendy, I cannot. Or am I, what's her name in Encanto? Because I'm betrothed to another. Mo Collection 31 says, yo, what up, Mo? Susan says, hey, legend MC1, dude. I want people to have a good time, and Vegas was a great time. So to be able to, if I could have spent that with MC1 a little bit, I'm just trying to guilt into going to the next one because it was, oh God, it was a lot of fun. Maybe Zombies, yo, Mr. MC1. Mr. as was crypto cosmos. I can't believe you bought 125 of those. That is wild. VeVe Digital Collectibles is we are working hard in the background to improve the experience. What type of experience do you speak of, VeVe Digital Collectibles? Do tell. I'm waiting. No, I'm sorry. But yeah, keep us posted. If you get any hints on what might be coming? Hmm? Vladimir Korombe says, "What's up, Randy? Yo, what up, Vladimir? How's it going?" I was saying 4 years later, we're still here, getting this bread. There's 10% of always on Bit4X. So what's the problem with it being on Binance? Well, 10% of that was users and not the exchange. So you see where this is a big difference there. Or saying Truth Social, DayGTC is in advanced talks to buy back. Yes. Hold on, hang on. Beans. I forgot something. Yeah, it's like $100 million, right? Hold on, we gotta open in. Donald Trump social. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. I accept the cookies. Donald Trump's social media group in talks to buy crypto trading ven. I'm not registering to read this freaking article. All right. So I'm not doing that. But yeah, it looks like they want to spend $100 million to do it. YOLO. Keep it up. Am I the soundtrack to Rocky 5? Because keep it up. Keep it up. We hit in 5 to 6 months. All right. So this is my estimate. Oh my God. My back is destroyed. My knees are destroyed. Here's my estimate. They do the rest of these hires through the end of the year. And hopefully they're the most qualified person that is going to be the most efficient at the job and is not somebody that hopefully it's that. Hopefully those are the only two things, that they're qualified and that they're efficient at their job. And again, I really wanted them to hire the heads of marketing affiliate program before they hired the people that were going to work under them, but what's done is done. Hopefully they found perfect people for it. Hopefully Ben was just involved in that hiring process. Ben so far, I think, has been crushing it. And I know that you can't really tell because, unless you're looking at the job descriptions and you're looking at what's been put up, what's been taken down, and trying to get and by talking to the employees, you're not really going to know. But I would say he's crushing it, and people might not never publicly realize that, but I think, and again, I'll bring it up as often as I can. Hey, let's say something happens in Q1, Q2 of next year, right? It's likely something that Ben is doing now that is going to pay dividends in the months to come. So, yeah, I would say, at least for VeVe, they finish the hires the rest of this year. They start building maybe towards the end of the year. Again, I'm really hoping that Ben is just like, I don't even know the word. I hope that Ben is a little rough for people and is like, hired you to do a job. I'm not going to hire you just for you to go on holiday and heck off for 2 weeks in December. You get time off when the job is done. I really hope that he's like that because, again, what did Elon Musk do? Fired 80% of Twitter. I was like, if you're not justifying your salary, get out of here. I feel like that's what we need, and I feel like that's what Ben could be potentially. If again, I see a lot of these hires, I see a couple of jobs be disestablished. As I'm pretty happy so far, and I think that after they start to roll out affiliate program, I don't know if that has to be built or if some of that was built already by another person, or maybe ideas were given by another person and they use some of those ideas. I'm sure that there's certain things in place already or certain ideas and they could just build on top of that. Or somebody can come in with a kick-ass brand new system. Either way, they're not getting that done before the end of the year. But I think they can really start to make some good headway on that in Q1 and maybe even release some of the things in Q1. But I would say that it's likely going to be in Q2 that they start to release some of these things. VeVe might be talking about sweeping floors. Well, Stacker, you can do that easily because they'll not easily, but they'll have that collection offer. You can sell your entire collection in one go. I don't know what VeVe was talking about. I'm gonna harm the background to improve the experience. Evolvables. I mean, that's something that's really cool. I hope everything that was put on the back burner or everything that was just talked about ever at the company, they run it by Ben and be like, hey, we shelved this, but what do you think of it? So if he took an idea like Evolvables that we had in our back pocket and rolled it out, what other things could he do from years ago that maybe hasn't been done yet, or they thought wasn't the right time, but now it is the right time? Now, there's a hope that we can do that. One of the 100 of them might have done it one by one. He did. He did do it one by one. It took him a while to do it, but he did. Wes, thank you for being a member. Thanks. Serious question, but what does Ecomi even do at this point? It seems like Stacker is replacing OMI. It's almost as if everything, if the OMI token was in just one closed ecosystem, that they would be considered a security, and that's why Dapper Labs had to pay like $4 million for their Flow token, because they did exactly that. And that Stacker was needed to be that third-party utility so that the OMI token wouldn't be registered as a security. I'm telling you, that's what it is. And I feel like I've gone over this before, but maybe I haven't. Or maybe if I did, maybe you weren't in the audience. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that. But Stacker they couldn't just do that from the ground up. Ecomi does have their own blockchain team. And even though I don't have proof of this, it would make sense that they would work together. And again, there's more than just the thing that Stacker's building. They're doing a lot more than that. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for me. I will try to go live again, maybe tomorrow, maybe next year. I'm gonna get you. Sorry, it's a Rugrats reference. VeVe Digital Collectibles post and say the VeVe app feed is on fire lately with your amazing creations, creative posts. Tell us which one of these random picks username is your most favorite in the comments below. User with the most mentions will receive a random prize, including one random winner will be drawn from the comments below. Let's see what they have here. Pictures taking a heart. Kind of like the OG stuff. I like I don't know who Hector 57 is, but you got Superman, you got the Trinity there, Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, then you got the Deadpool, Captain America, Supergirl. I kind of like that one. That was from Hector 57. Yeah, almost kind of, I guess the Logan one, I don't know who Pisno, but that one's pretty cool too. Anyway, shout out to the 400 people that are here. Everyone please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I'm gonna go make oh wait, hang on. Steven says love you, US. Nothing other than help Stacker. No, they do other stuff too. Mario Lopez says, Wes, how I see it, Ecomi is Tom Hardy and Stacker is a symbiote. They both make the perfect match. That is a perfect point. I love y'all. Class dismissed. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, Randy. Never mind.